Hey everyone, welcome back to BDG Reviews. We're back with another horror pack unboxing. Like I say every time I do one of these videos, if you don't know, Horror Pack's a monthly subscription service. You pay, I think it's like $20 American. You get 4 Blu-rays or 4 DVDs, depending on what format you want. I like Blu-rays, so I get Blu-rays. They're all horror, obviously, hence Horror Pack. You don't know what you're getting, but they do put out a bunch of clues. I have them written down here on Twitter and Instagram, so you can guess what's coming through for you. Also, I buy these out of my own pocket. This isn't sponsored, so I tell you good, bad, or indifferent how I actually feel about things. Recently, they've been on a bit of an upswing. There have been times when it's not been a very great month, but is what it is, right? It's the chances you take. Also, there's usually a limited edition in each pack, which honestly pays for the entire set alone, because they're usually quite good and they usually end up being quite valuable after a while. So let's get on into these clues. Like I said, these are on Twitter and Instagram. They just give you a chance to guess what you're getting. So first up, sibling rivalry shouldn't be this bloody. That's kind of generic. Obviously something about like siblings battling each other. I don't know. I can't think other than Dead Ringer. Off the top of my head, I can't think of anything really with siblings. Well, maybe Basket Case or something. Who knows? Next up, a more colorful version of a slow-moving classic. Okay, so that says to me more colorful version. So obviously the original was probably in black and white, I would assume. And slow-moving. I don't know, maybe The Haunting or something like that. That could be cool. We'll see it again. Next up, this double feature will take you on a tour of terror from the Windy City to the Bayou. A Candyman double feature, maybe? I honestly, I can't remember. Is the first Candyman set in Chicago? That's the Windy City, right? I know one of them, I think it's part 1 or part 2 or part 3, ends up taking place down in Louisiana or whatever. So who knows? We'll see with that one. And last up, when an entire town flees, maybe it's best you take heed. I don't know. Something to do maybe with Roanoke or something. I think that could be kind of cool. Honestly, I'm drawing a complete blank there. So yeah, let's get into this. As I've said before, as I'll say again, as I'll say whenever I do these videos, this is a good way if you got $20 a month kind of to spare to definitely pad out your collection. It's a good way to get things that you wouldn't normally buy yourself. There's been a few that I've picked up that have come in this that, are ones I would never have bought myself. But the fact it came in this, I got it. I got a pretty cool movie out of the deal. So, it is what it is. Ooh. Let's feel here. I think one of these has a slip, so that's kind of cool. So let's start it off. First up, we have... Oh, nice. The Watcher and the Skeleton Key double feature. This is damn cool. The Skeleton Key is a really solid movie. The Watcher was pretty decent as well. So first up, The Watcher. After years of pursuing psychotic killers in Los Angeles, FBI agent Joel Campbell, James Spader, wants out. And now his nemesis serial killer, David Alan Griffin, Keanu Reeves, has tracked him all the way to Chicago just to torment him before each murder. Griffin sends Campbell a photograph of his intended victim and dares him to find her before he strikes again. Now, with every tick of the clock and amidst pound pulsing, Amidst pulse-pounding action, this stone-cold killer turns up the heat. Co-starring Oscar winner Marissa Tomei, this game of cat and mouse will have you gasping for breath from its first terrifying frame to its final explosive conclusion. Really solid movie, honestly. And The Skeleton Key. Kate Hudson stars in a supernatural thriller that weaves a tale of terror and suspense. When Caroline Ellis takes a job in Louisiana's bayous, she unlocks a deadly secret involving magic, conjure, and sacrifice. The pulls her into a terrifying world of strange, frightening, and unexplained events. The key to escaping may lie in a decrepit attic, but if she dares to believe in what she discovers, everything she fears will become real. Filled with endless suspense and bone-chilling scares, hold on for this terrific ride with one of the best twists since The Sixth Sense. Really solid movie, honestly. I love The Skeleton Key. This doesn't look to have any features or what, from what I can see. It just looks to be a double feature, but I'm cool with that. The Watcher alone is worth it, because I don't have that. I already do own the Skeleton Key, but it is what it is, right? So next up, this is one slipcover. Oh, okay. Night of the Animated Dead. What begins as a simple visit to a gravesite soon escalates into a night of sheer terror in this dark animated retelling of the 1968 cult classic Night of the Living Dead. Bloodthirsty zombies suddenly begin amassing everywhere as Barbara, Ben, and an odd group of strangers hide in a remote farmhouse. Their struggle to ward off the flesh-eating creatures outside, the flesh eaters outside, creates fierce tension inside. Containing terrifying new content not found in the original, Night of the Animated Dead will convince you to lock your doors. And the special features are making of animating the dead. That's kind of cool. I mean, it's a Warner Brothers animation, and their DC animated stuff is always really good. So I have some high hopes for this, and it actually does have an R rating. So that should be kind of cool, honestly. Next up, we have this is the Horror Pack Limited Edition. This is Angel. I'm not sure. Do I own this? After his daughter goes missing near an abandoned town, wealthy contractor Benjamin Weaver employs an investigative journalist and her team to probe into Raven Rock's shady history, in hopes of finding answers. Soon they realize the horrifying truth that Raven Rock is not so abandoned, and a mysterious figure named Angel still haunts the town. Hold on a second. So yeah, I actually own this one, but since it's a limited edition, I'm keeping it. A good flick, honestly, really good flick. So I'm kind of happy that that I've got that there's another release of that going around. This I got from the actual filmmakers. I remember I bought this direct, and it's a good movie. It really is. So I'm glad to see it get a bit of love there. Right, last up we have Halloween. Do I really need to read it? But I will. Jamie Lee Curtis returns to her iconic role as Laurie Strode, who comes to find her final confrontation with Michael Myers, the masked figure who has haunted her since she narrowly escaped his killing spree on Halloween night 4 decades ago. Master of Horror John Carpenter joins forces with director David Gordon Green and producer Jason Blum for the follow-up to the 1978 classic. Bonus features are deleted and extended scenes, Back in Haddonfield, Making of Halloween, Original Scream Queen, The Sound of Fear, The Journey of the Mask, and The Legacy of Halloween. Um, I love this movie. I already own it, so this will be going to a new home. But that being said, it's a good addition to have in here. Is what it is, right? So yeah, it's been a good month this month. So we got Halloween, we got Angel, which is really solid. We have Night of the Animated Dead, and we have The Watcher and The Skeleton Key double feature. Definitely a good month, and yeah, I'm really happy to see Angel getting some love because no one talked about it. I remember seeing this cover and when it first came out, I'm just thinking like, damn, that looks kind of cool, and it's a genuinely good movie. So I'm glad that more people are going to get a chance to see it because it's pretty damn fun. So yeah, that's this month's horror pack. I'll leave a link down below if you want to get your own. I definitely recommend it if you're a horror fan. It's especially if you're looking to upgrade like your collection to make it to get more stuff in there. It's an affordable way to do it, and you know, not everyone is going to be a hit, but you are going to find a hit in every month, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's it for me. See you next time.